How's everyone doing? So here we are, final episode, Shaves of My Father. Happy Father's Day. So y'all learned a lot about me and a whole lot about my father, and I think it's time you met him. So this is Dad. Happy Father's Day, Dad. All right, let's do this.
Really? See, son.
All a man is, Aramis, the fragrance for men.
Howdy. Welcome back to A Texan Shaves. I'm Barry. So here we are, episode 6, final episode, The Shaves of My Father. And it's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all of you dads out there. You know what? We need to get this started right. For those of you that do, I hope you're sitting back with a cold one, because that's what I'm going to do. Well, my bottle opener will work. It was a twist off, but then I couldn't use my handy bottle opener. Happy Dad's Day. I'm gonna have a second one of these for all you single dads. It's a bit of a long journey. I thought it was gonna be a lot longer than it was. Now that I'm here, 6th episode, Father's Day, I'm looking back and it went pretty quick. It was a really great journey, and I appreciate all of you that shared this journey with me and all the input and comments. I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it. The comments and the input and people sharing their own stories. So let's get to it. This one's going to be different. No fancy bowls, no fancy brushes, no fancy shave soaps that match the star of the show. Speaking of star of the show, you've seen the commercial at the beginning already, but here it is. Aramis. Now, my father wore Aramis all through late 70s through the 80s up until he passed away. Then that also meant my brother and I wore Aramis if we didn't have our own. But this is the most recent memorable scent of my father. I'm going to have the scent notes up here as usual. This was another eBay find. Now this one was slightly used. This one is the aftershave, not the cologne. Man, that gives the most recent memories of my dad. To go along with that, I'm making this a true shave of my father. Well, let's say 95% true shave of my father. As I teased at the first episode, we're going with Barbasol. This is what my dad used. Rarely was anything else. Sometimes foamy, sometimes Gillette foam. I guess that was foamy, can't remember. And but Barbasol was usually it. And I don't even know if I remember how to use this. Last time I've used Barbasol or any foam was literally in the 80s. But we're going to give it a go. We'll be using, of course, my Gillette Super Speed. And keeping with Gillette, we're going to head and go with Silver Blue. I believe, yes, the last blade in this pack. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have another drink. I'm not going to pre-shave. I'm going to wash my face real quick. Well, wet my face real quick. And, you know, I'm not going to cut away. Let's just do this. Take my glasses off. Let's get my face wet. I'm going to use a little warm water this time instead of the bougie sprayer. All right. I was prepared with a towel this time. So, let's see if I can do this. Oh, nope, I failed. There we go. Flip the cap off, see if I can find that later. There it is. Wow. Very familiar scent, and I'll explain this scent in another video. You'll find out soon. Wow. Put a little more in there. I really don't even remember how much to use. I'm almost positive this is too much. And it seems to be a little more wet than I remember. Was I supposed to shake that? Maybe I should have read the instructions. You know how long it's been? I don't even know if it says. Oh well. Here we go. Using the hands. Feel like caveman days here. It's actually a very pleasant scent. I barely remember it. It's not triggering anything, but I feel like I'm going to make a mess here. I got it all over my hands. Ooh. Load a little in here. So what's everybody doing for their Father's Day? Hopefully you're not too busy wrapped up in stuff you can't tune into this video real quick. That's why I dropped it early. Get my hands clean here. Probably should have loaded the razor first. Man, it feels so weird. It's like super light. Open her up. Add the blade. And we're going to cinch her down. And we got her going. All right. Barbasol, Gillette Silver Blue. Cheers, Dad. Got about 24 hours growth. So, I guess it's story time. I don't know if I really have a story today. Kind of just want to talk about dads. And, you know, we learn a lot from our fathers. They teach us how to change a tire, how to change an alternator in a car, change the oil. And if a dad's brave enough, the birds and the bees. Teaches us how to be safe, how to defend ourselves, and how to help defend others. But some dads better than others at that kind of stuff, but I feel the things we learn most from our fathers are those indirect lessons. What do you mean by that, Barry? Well, the things you learn from not just your father, but both your parents, just from the consistent day in and day out actions of your father. And you know, in our angsty teens, when we're trying to be an individual, we're trying to break from the mold of our family. Maybe not everybody, but I think a lot of us did that. I was the black sheep. You say, I'm not going to be like that. Then you turn 53 and you hope you were like that. When you think back and reflect, the things we learn indirectly: how to treat others, how to live life good, possibly even bad. We pick up those habits as well. Watching our parents and our fathers, how they interact with people, how they interact in private. When there aren't people, you learn a lot. For me, some of those examples by watching my father, and these are consistent. That's how they get ingrained in you. Shave's not as bad as I thought it'd be. My father never would. Let me get some water. My father would never take something for nothing. That's something I'm the same way about. And I realize that's where I got it from. And part of doing this series just made me remember where I learned these things. So I'm thankful that I'm doing this. Someone gifts you something, and it's not a special occasion or birthday or something, but just says, here, you can have it. No, you don't have to pay me. There's usually some way, shape, or form you can still repay them. You know, I didn't shake it again. And it's kind of liquidy. I'll have to remember on the third pass. Failing on the cream. Yeah, you can see how wet that is. Maybe that's a good thing. Is this how you wet shave with foam? What are some of the things you learned indirectly from your father? Learned a lot indirectly from my father. This one's kind of an odd one, on how he coached us. My dad coached every one of his children in some sort of sport, sometimes multiple. And was he harder on his children during those coaching sessions? Absolutely. Did he push us harder? Absolutely. Did he use this as an example for the other players? You bet. Did you kind of resent it and hate him? Oh, yeah. Did it make you a better person? Typically. Did it make you a better athlete? Did it make you a better team player? Yeah. I'm thankful for it. I'm glad he was hard on me. It's a good shave. So again, share with me if you would. Things you learned indirectly from your father. Things like standing up for yourself, standing up for others, helping those that possibly can't help themselves, compassion. Sometimes, well, just as much as the good things, you pick up the bad things. Jealousy's not inherent. It's something you learn. All right. Happy Father's Day, like I said. Hope everybody's golfing, grilling, having a drink or two. It's your day. Share it with those who want to share it with you. Started off with a great shave. That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Boy, that dries up quick, doesn't it? Can't go past the line. All right. You know, residual slickness is a very important thing when wet shaving, because that is tacky. I mean, I can't slide my. I'm barely touching. You can see it's moving my whole cheek, just barely touching. So, get a little more water. Shake it this time. Oh yeah, that made a difference. Look at that. Shake your can of foam. Few things about the shave. I found and was gifted to me probably my favorite vintage Gillette, and not just because it links memories to my dad. It's a lot thicker when you shake it, by the way. That razor performs. It's not aggressive, no. It is efficient. I'd say it's a high medium, depending on the blade, as far as aggression, which is perfect for me. How messy is that? I almost want to break out a brush. And the first time you shaved with foam, did you ever have just like the big Santa beard of foam and try to shave through that? And yes, if you're saying I squirted out way too much, I did on purpose. This can will be put away for emergency uses only. All right, third pass, guys. Father's Day. What kind of gifts you get? Did you get gifts? Or did you just get to do something? Fishing? Golf? Maybe a trip? Maybe a new gaming system? Let me know. I won't be celebrating till my youngest comes back, which is perfectly fine. We'll have a great time. Not the best. But it's passable. All right. Last pass here. Did your dad coach you? Did your dad teach you how to work on a car? You know, the one thing, I don't worry about leaving a legacy. I don't worry about being known as a great salesman at work, becoming wealthy. None of that matters when it's over. The only legacy I want to leave is that I hope when my girls, sorry, I said kids and girls at the same time, when my girls are 53 like I am, and they look back on their dad, that they have a wonderful reflection to look on, like I do. Was my dad perfect? Absolutely not. He was perfect for me. I hope they feel the same way. And I hope, as a father, you leave the same impression on your children. Good shave. Great day. All right, let me get a rinse. Didn't feel like I wanted to rinse off. Beauty. There's a little, need to rinse some more. It's not quite clean. A little tacky still. That's all right. Yeah, just my usual areas. Again, this side's good. Great shave. Cheers. Cheers, Dad. Here we go. Aramis. Found this on eBay, just like the others. Could not find a new old stock that wasn't a crazy price. This was the best I could find. It was virtually full. Another fairly large hole on this, so I'm going to be easy pouring that out. Yep, it's already coming out. There we go. Ooh. It's a little overpowering there. That went up into my sinuses. I don't remember it being that strong. It's been a long time. It's very woody. Woody. It's my dad's name. Yeah. At least I hope it is. I don't remember the scent notes and I haven't put, I can't see it, so. But to me, yeah, that's nice. Definitely makes me think of my dad and his cowboy hat and his western belt, boots. Even my mom going out to the dance halls, walking past me, wafting Aramis behind them. That's what I get. Hello, Dad. All right. Well, that concludes the final episode of Shaves of My Father. I appreciate you all being with me. Again, some of y'all have asked for more stories and not to end this, but I can't do it every episode, every video, so I will throw in a shave of my father every now and then. So I've got some ideas for that. I do have something exciting next, and I'm going to have a teaser up right after this video, so tomorrow there'll be a teaser up for what's coming up. Also, we're having a subscriber celebration. Still waiting on some items to come. We're going to be giving a great giveaway, quite a few items. So stay tuned for that as well. I'll be teasing some of those as well. And again, I thank every one of you. And thank you for joining me on this journey. And dads, have the best Father's Day ever. Give your kids a hug. Even though they're telling you they love you, be sure you say it back and tell them thank you. It goes both ways. And you never know if you get those last words in sometimes, not to bring your day down. Just remember, every chance you get, say those words. All right, guys. Find your peace in what and where you can. And thank you for joining me again on A Texan Shaves. We'll see you next time.